This is the X-Zone Broadcast Network, broadcasting worldwide on broadcast affiliates and satellite program providers, including CNN Broadcast Network, Sirius Satellite Network, Star Media, Good News Radio Network, Angel Broadcast Network, Wiki Broadcast Network, and WPBN TV. For more information on the X-Zone Broadcast Network, visit us at www.xzbn.net.
This is the TellUS radio show, and I'm your host, Christa Nehls. My guest today is Nicole Labe from Germany, from the area of the Baltic Sea. Hello, Nicole.
Hi, Christa. How are you?
I'm fine. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Nicole, I learned about you that you are a multi-talented woman. You're a salesperson for better looking.
For eye optician and contact lenses, yes. Uh-huh.
You're a coach and a trainer for women.
Yeah.
And the thing that's interesting me most is your passion for animals.
Yeah,
and
that's
I
right.
know your cat. I know your cat Lavina. Tell me a bit about her. That shy thing under the bed.
Yeah. Oh, Lavina is now about 10 years old, and I moved with her when she was 8, and she was a very, very, very shy cat from Mannheim, in the middle of Germany, to the sea. And here she is really from a big town cat. She moved to a land cat, and she's very fine. She's 10 years now, and she's very, very fine. She brings in me every day. I have living mouses or birds, and sometimes I really could kill her.
Oh. How does that fit with your love for animals when you could kill her?
Yes, if you live with about 5 or 6 mouses in your kitchen or in your living room, and it starts to smell like mouse pee, so and you try to catch these mouses with still alive, that is quite funny, yeah.
Oh, and she loves to catch them with you.
Pardon?
And she loves to catch them with you. She's chasing them around.
She's such a polite and a soft cat that she brings them in alive, and she carries them like a little baby. And then she lays in front of me on the carpet and on the floor and says, "Oh, honey, hi, Mama, I bring you something to play." And then she looks away, and the mouse runs away. So she never brings the dead mouse in the house. They're all still alive. And they're really quick. If you have a land cat and live really on the land, so you have to cope with that.
Okay. So you're used to have more than one animal in your house.
Yes.
Nicole, when I met you, I learned that you have a huge passion for animals, and that you're dreaming about a charity for an animal sanctuary.
Yes. What I really plan to have once is an animal shelter, something like an animal sanctuary, and after that I want to make a foundation for these sanctuaries so that it will still be alive even if I'm dead. So that is something what I want to do, to give something back for life, for my very, very good life I have. And I don't know if I really managed that. That's my big dream and my big vision. I think, you have to dream big, otherwise you will stay small.
That's correct. I'm with you. Is there a special purpose you're thinking about?
Yes, I guess there are lots. It's just even in Germany, lots of animals were not in a good mood, where they're not kept very in a healthy way. And so I just want to have a shelter for all these animals, most old animals, who are kept in a very, very odd form, and not in a very healthy form. And so living here in the north part of Germany, I guess there's a lot of place around where you can manage that. And sometimes you have an old farm and a place for all these old animals, even the cow or the duck or dogs and cats. That doesn't matter.
I see. So you think about older animals who need a shelter for the end of their life, and that doesn't mean it's only horses and cows and dogs.
No.
I assume there's some more.
Yes, every animal you have here which needs really help and need a place for the rest of their life. And there are lots of cows who don't bring milk in the way they should do, and they were too old for the slaughter, and so they were just made for leather. That's everything they're good for. So I think lots of animals need shelter and need a sanctuary.
Okay. Nicole, we talk after the break. I'm Christa Nehls, and we will be right back after this commercial break. You are listening to the TellUS radio show on the X Zone Broadcast Network on www.xzbn.net.
This is the X Zone Broadcast Network, broadcasting worldwide on broadcast affiliates and satellite program providers, including CNN Broadcast Network, Sirius Satellite Network, Star Media, Good News Radio Network, Angel Broadcast Network, Wiki Broadcast Network, and WPBN TV. For more information on the X Zone Broadcast Network, visit us at www.xzbn.net.
Did you know that when you're on the road with limited data or Wi-Fi, you can still listen to the X Zone Radio Show with Rob McConnell, The Science of Magic with Gwilda Wiyaka, X-1, Dimension X, Space Patrol, and every minute of the X Zone Broadcast Network by calling 213-401-0080, courtesy of Audio Now. No smartphone, app, or internet needed. It saves your data plan, and it's free if you have unlimited minutes. Call 213-401-0080 to listen on any phone, anytime, anywhere. Remember 213-401-0080 for the best of the paranormal, parapsychology, and sci-fi radio programming anywhere, 24/7, 365.
I am Dr. Carl O'Helvey, founder, president of a new cancer foundation focusing on evidence-based physical, mental, and spiritual interventions, including natural cancer cures, prayer, meditation, affirmations, nutrition, and other related holistic cancer prevention and cure modalities. These are used in cancer education, research, and financing care. I ask for your help to continue this important work by donating at www.holisticcancerfoundation.com.
Hello, I'm Pete Marsh. With my daughter Justina, we will be presenting the new radio show, Too Good to Be True. If something seems too good to be true, it usually is. But with the help of Justina's amazing gifts, we're going to gain insight into questions that don't yet have complete answers. Have you wondered who built Stonehenge and for what reason? Why are crop circles found in the same region as Stonehenge and elsewhere? Are crop circles a hoax, or are they created with technologies that we have little knowledge of? Who built the pyramids in Egypt and also in other countries? How and why were they built? Was the Titanic switched with the Britannic as part of a gigantic insurance fraud, or for more insidious reasons? What caused the Tunguska event when trees were flattened over an 800 square mile area in Siberia? Will the new insights be too good to be true? Well, that will depend on what you are prepared to believe. Please join us as we start on this journey together. For more information on Too Good to Be True, visit www.xzbn.net.
Little children aren't the only ones afraid of the dark. Millions of soldiers return from war zones with PTSD, anger, frustration, fear, and loneliness, much of which surfaces during the darkness of the night. You have the chance to change the lives of these American heroes. Songs and Stories for Soldiers.us provides free MP3 players for these men and women. With a list of 3 million songs in 16 different styles, 100,000 audiobooks, and 30,000 old-time radio programs, every veteran can find something to soothe and comfort them at no cost. All our players contain an 8-hour audio program designed to help veterans fall asleep. With 1,500 plus vets now participating, it's our goal to deliver 10,000 audio players this year. Go to our website at songsandstoriesforsoldiers.us. Help us help a veteran make it through the night.
This is the TellUS radio show, and I'm your host, Christa Nehls. My guest today is Nicole Labe from Germany. Welcome back, Nicole.
Hi, Christa.
Nicole, before the break, we talked about your dream creating a foundation for animals. How did it come that you desired to establish a foundation? How did it come? What was the initial incident that made you think of that and made you follow this dream?
Well, I don't know if there was a special initial incident in my life. I loved children all my life when I was a little girl. I planned to be an animal doctor, but then I learned that I just have to cope with old and ill animals and have to kill them. And I said, okay, no, that's not what I really want. And so I decided my professional way, another way. But I always loved animals, and I think we humans, we can talk, we have a speech, we can say if we feel pain or if we feel sorrow, or if we are happy or not, if we're hungry or not, and we have a speech. And animals, of course, they can speak in their way, but they're not hurt. And for me, it's really unbelievable how we treat animals. On one way, we have our house animals, our cats and dogs, and we buy really crazy, unnecessary things for them, and lots of money. It's a real big market. On the other hand, the same people who love their dogs and cats know that the animals, which are made for their meat, they were treated in a horrible way. And so that is, for me, I can't understand that. And I think it's really hypocritical to say, yeah, I love my cat, my dog. On the other hand, I eat the cheapest meat I can get. And so first I started being a vegetarian. I started to look around, what can I do? There are lots and lots and lots of things we all can do, everybody. So look for a better meat quality. Just you have to be vegetarian or vegan. You have just to see, do you need 3 times a day meat? If you just say, okay, one day I eat vegetarian, it's great, a great process. Or if you look and say, okay, I look for cosmetics, I look for things which are good for our environment. Or if you say, okay, I want to have a pet, first look at the shelter before you buy a dog or a cat. There's such a lot of things which everybody can do, and that is the point. If you just reach only one person, it's great. It's really great.
I see. You, on one hand, you are committed to make people aware how they treat animals at all, not only the animals in the household. And I assume that you want to make them think about other parts, how we treat animals or how we treat our environment, which has an influence on the animals.
Yes, I think that is that belongs to each other. You have to see the whole thing. And of course, if you treat the environment in a bad way, you can't treat your own animal quite good. For example, I can't believe that we today buy perfume for our washings or room fragrance, and if you turn the package back and look what they're written in a very small letter, it says that it's really, and that you really can't believe it, it is very toxic to aquatic life with a long-lasting effect. And we all use it because we don't read. And so we just kill our environment around, our whole area, just using silly things, which are really, really, toxic for our environment in a long-lasting effect. Well, with a long-lasting effect, you can't believe it. And I think we have to look around what we all can do, not only for cat and dog, but what we can do for all animals around. And then we do also the biggest thing for our humans around. Not only, you can't separate us from each other. You can't say, okay, I just do something for animals and not for human beings. That compares. So if you look for a better meat quality, it's good for you because you don't have all these growth hormones, antibiotics you get with the meat. So it's healthy for your body. I guess you can't separate it from each other.
Nicole, if you had the power to change one thing, what would you do straight away, right in that moment?
Well, I guess I would. I guess I would try to change animal rights in a clearer and in a maybe for us humans in a harder way, and
that's interesting.
To keep them in a fair and healthy way. So I guess that would be if I could change only one thing, then I guess that would be the one would be the best.
What about wild animals?
Oh, the same. Of course, we are living here. We don't have any really lots of wild animals. It's horrible what happens in other countries. That we have the last. I don't know one of these nashorner. Don't know what. Which is where soldiers standing around these last animal, the last of this own art, which is protected by soldiers. You can't believe it. And it's only because of money. Because other people want to make money, they kill animals. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. I think really it's crazy. Rhino.
In Reno, yes. Well, it was a special Reno. There's only one still alive, one male Reno, and it's protected by soldiers in Kenya. It's really crazy, really crazy. So if they kill that last male Reno, this art is away, it's gone. We'll never get it away in the world. So there are lots of animals which are really only a few on the world, and we should really take care of them.
Yes. Well, let me think further. We have put that much stuff into the oceans, and it has effect on human beings. Like, for example, me as a person, I'm not able to eat anything that comes from the oceans because there are several elements in the animals, and they have an effect on my immune system.
Yes.
What can we do in this case?
Well, I don't think that we can do something that you are not reacting allergic against these things, because it can be that's part of this special protein. But of course, there are lots and lots and lots of poison in our in our oceans, and all these animals are eating and drinking in their surrounding, and of course they have it in their meat. And if you eat it, of course, you eat all this stuff with. The problem we have is all this plastic in the oceans, and plastic in very, 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 very small pieces, so you can't see them. But all these ocean animals, they have these plastic pieces in their body, and if you eat it, of course you eat all this. Yeah, but what really? What can we eat? I guess you can't eat something that is really, really healthy, because even if you eat fruits or vegetarian, you have all these poisons from what we put on. That is the problem. We do that. It's not nature.
Yes.
And if
let's
we can do something.
Yeah, let's think a bit further. If we have a closer look at all these parts on the ocean, on the land, in our behavior, I think we have to change more. We have to change our thinking at least. And that's what you started before when you said, oh, we do not need to eat meat every day. It's not important. Yeah. Although humans need to eat from all and everything. They are designed for that. But it's not necessary to have meat whole day.
Yeah, that is
and
the
how
point.
Can we change the thinking?
Well, I guess if you are intelligent enough, you should behave in a way that you are not harm your surrounding and your environment you are living in. And if you have children, you should take care of the world you are living in, because you have children and they will live a long time, I hope, on this world. And so I think we all can do a lot of things. The problem is that the single person don't believe that he or she can do anything. Oh, it's only me. What does it matter if I behave in a better way? Nobody sees it, and it's just no matter if I do it or not. If I throw my plastic bag away, or if I buy a plastic bag instead of taking a normal bag with me if I go shopping. No, I buy a new plastic bag every day. So I guess if everybody thinks and starts believing that he has a big power to change something, and if everybody can just change only one person in its surrounding, it would be a great wave of changing. But we should think about that, and we all have the power. Yes, we should start with our own person, of course, and then, of course, start with the children. What I think is that children are much more clear in behaving with the earth. And if they are grown-ups, they think, oh, it doesn't matter. Just see children, how they behave. That's not normal that they throw everything away. If they are very, very small, yes. But if they are 6, 8, 10 years, they are really, really serious with their surroundings. And then if they see their parents throw everything away, their parents are not careful, so why should I? And that's the way you say education is very important. And that's really a subject in school, from ground school to further school, to learn how to behave right, how to save energy.
It's a thing about role models, I think.
Yeah, and everybody could be a role model, everybody. And if you just reach only one person in your life, and everybody reaches only one person, it's a big wave. What could happen? So it would be fantastic.
Okay.
But I think we had a chance to do that, but I guess the problem is that people, they don't believe that they can change something.
Okay, Nicole, this will be our next topic we talk about after the break. I'm Christa Nehls, and we will be right back after this commercial break. You are listening to the TellUS radio show on the X-Zone Broadcast Network on www.xzbn.net.
Hi, I'm Gwilda Wiyaka, and I want to tell you about a great provision for those interested in spiritual evolution and personal empowerment. Find Your Path Home Shamanic Art Center is your resource for reliable, leading-edge information, education, and healing, offering our brand new online galactic shamanism classes, long-distance shamanic healing performed by Path Home Shamanic Art School certified shamanic practitioners, and the Science of Magic's topic-driven radio episode collections, where I interview today's leading experts on science and magic. All of this designed to inform, support, and empower you through these changing times. Visit us in all we have to offer at findyourpathhome.com. That's findyourpathhome.com.
This is the X-Zone Broadcast Network, broadcasting worldwide on broadcast affiliates and satellite program providers, including CNN Broadcast Network, Sirius Satellite Network, Star Media, Good News Radio Network, Angel Broadcast Network, Wiki Broadcast Network, and WPBN TV. For more information on the X-Zone Broadcast Network, visit us at www.xzbn.net.
How would you like to be able to read other people's minds? Well, the next best thing is here. When you know how to read a person's name, you know how the person thinks, feels, and behaves. Each letter in our name holds a key to unlock our true essence. Our name contains both our gifts and challenges in this lifetime. Mnemology science discovers personality secrets hidden in the placement of the letters of our names, including the first and last impression people remember about us. Sharon shows us how to interpret the arrangement of letters as outlined in her book, Know the Name, Know the Person. Sharon Lynn Wyeth created mnemology science after 18 years of research and testing her theories, and has supported thousands of people around the world in understanding themselves and others better. You'll enjoy Sharon's unique teachings as she shares her system to learn the gifts behind your given birth name. Even if you don't like your birth name, there are jewels in this book. If you're thinking of changing your name, ready to name your child, or wanting to get along better with others, this is the book for you. If you'd like to improve your relationships and change your life for the better, get the book today, Know the Name, Know the Person, or visit www.knowthename.com. That's www.knowthename.com.
Hello, I'm Justina Marsh, and with my dad Pete, we are going to present a new show called Too Good to Be True. Together, we are aiming to discover more truths about this world and beyond. Do you have unanswered questions about the world? Do you ever wonder about aliens, conspiracy theories, or the universe? There are many shows discussing subjects such as pyramids or UFOs, but we want to relay this information based on our own research, including from spiritual means. Hopefully, listeners will be helped with their own beliefs and will appreciate the psychic insights that add to the previous research and information. We both look forward to sharing this insight and beginning this journey with our listeners. Visit xzbn.net for more information about when to listen.
This is the TellUS radio show, and I'm your host, Christa Nehls. My guest today is Nicole Labe from Germany, and she has a passion for saving animals. Welcome back, Nicole.
Hi, Christa.
So, Nicole, we had been at the point that we were thinking about educating the children, educating the adults, and giving great role models for the children and for the grown-ups.
Yes, would be fantastic.
What can we do at that point?
Well, I think everybody can be a role model, especially for kids. And it would start, the best way is if you start by looking around, look what you're buying, read what's standing on the packages. Yeah, for example, do you really need a room fragrance for nearly 2 or 3 euros, where on the backside stand that is really, really very toxic to aquatic life with a long-lasting effect? Do you really need that? You are not allowed to put it in a normal dustbin. No, you have to put it in your hazardous waste. So it's a special kind of waste. You have to bring it too. So nobody, of course, does that. Nobody. So if you just read what you buy, and if you just think about if it's okay if I do that, is it okay if I buy meat which is produced in Germany, killed in Poland, and packaged in Germany again? Is it really a good way to bring animals about 1,000 kilometers through a whole country just to kill it? It's crazy what we are doing. So just read what's standing on the packages, and if you decide, okay, I'm indifferent with that, and it's for me no matter whether it's killed here or anywhere. So it's okay if you decide that. But what I think lots of people, if they really would be informed and think about, they would decide in the right way.
So we need food literacy. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that would be
literacy.
Great. But I think, there's a new label on the plant for fair and good produced meat. But I think it takes not a year and a half year, and the label is faked. So I don't know if it's the best way. I guess you need to train and educate people to think about what they are doing. That's not a great thing. Just think about, okay, I just want to do that, no matter what, or no, I don't need that. Okay, I put it away. So that is the first way to be a role model, to decide yes or no. And if you say, I'm that indifferent to that, and for me, no matter whether, okay, so that's okay, then stand to your decision. Well, but most people, they take no decision, they don't think about that. That is the first way to change something, and everybody could be a role model, even if it's only in one part of his life or his life.
Okay, Nicole, the both of us, we are trainers and coaches. And you have your company, which is called Unlimited Woman. How can you put these ideas into your company and into your coaching?
For me, I just train women to live their own life and their self-determined life. And that is a point for me which is very important. Not only profession, not only partnership, even a good life and a life, which gives you a really good feeling. And I think if you're just only a user without thinking, you don't have a good feeling. You're just looking for more and more and more because you can't lay back and say, well, it's a great life around me. And so that is a part of all my coachings, of course.
So you teach the woman to be aware who is looking at them. For example, the children.
Yes. Children, I try to show them how they can live a really self-determined life and to decide what they are doing and to have the power to make that and to be brave enough to go ways which maybe are not normal in their family. Just to do something new, do something special, do the things they really love and where they're really passionate for. And if it's okay, if it's animals and if it's human organization for human rights, it's okay. But you don't need to be one of these good humans. Just live in your own surrounding and show other people, hey, this is what I do. And I think about what I'm doing. I guess that is the best role model you can be for children.
That's what I wanted to hear. As unlimited woman, as an unlimited woman, you're able to do all and everything, and even to be a real great role model for others.
Yes,
and
that is what I try to teach them. Yes,
and with your passion for animals, with your passion for caring for the environment, you have such a big treasure you can hand over to the women that come to you.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, you're right. That is, and I think it goes perfect together because women which lives a very, very not successful concerning money, but a successful life. That they say, hey, people around me living a healthy and happy life, and we are a good family. We are talking together. We are laughing together. If you have such more of these women, I think the world is a little better. And as it compares really fantastic. There is the animal rights, the human rights, because one does not go without the other. You know what I mean? It compares.
Yep.
Fantastic.
So
there's a fantastic interaction between both. So you feel good if you do good, if you live good. So you can't something else like feeling good. And that is what I want to show them or want to try them.
Here we are really good. So women who learn to live their life are able to become a role model and show others to live a good life. And this is the part where we can start to change this world. We are women, we are strong, but we always forget how much influence we have on all the people around us.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, you're right. And I can give you a list what everybody could do right now, every day, without paying more money. So it's very easy. Everybody could do something.
Do you have some examples? Go ahead.
If you, for example, if you have elderly parents like my mom, and they live alone, give them an elderly dog or cat. They will really be happy and more healthy. I see my mom, I gave her my elderly tomcat, and on the first way, oh no, she really did not want this cat, any dog anyway. And it took about 2 days, 3 days, and the tomcat, Nelson, really put that around his fingers. That's so funny. They really live a great life together, and they talk together. You could see my mom talking to the cat, and the cat is answering and really showing her what he just wants, and it's such great life. And since that, she's much more healthier and much more. Yeah, but I say, she's talking to somebody. Even if it's a cat, she's talking to the cat. And so that is so easy. If you want to give your children an animal, just go to the animal shelter and not buy an expensive pet from where you don't know where it's from. For example, start eating not a three times a day meat, just only one time, or one day without meat. Great change in the world. Or look for your cosmetics. Are they biological? That's good for you and your skin and the environment. Look what's in. Read the packages. Read what's stand on the packages. They have to describe everything, but we don't read that. Me too. I just started reading the backside of packages. I didn't do that years before. And it's crazy what's standing on them. Really, really, it's crazy. You can't believe it.
So again,
look what you're
food
buying.
literacy.
Yes, and not only food. If it's a perfume for your washings, that's not food. That's a problem. It's just a room fragrance. That is no food. You need to read anything. That is crazy. You buy things which are known that are not good for the environment. We buy the cheapest jeans, the cheapest clothing, everything. We know it's not good for the environment. It's not good for animals. We buy the cheapest leather. We know it can't be good. It can't be fair and good. And we're just not thinking about it because it's just cheap. It doesn't matter if it's clothing or food stuff, something like that. It doesn't matter. And
so
I guess,
do I get it right?
That's a really big point.
I get it right. Your greatest concern is that as long as there is a demand for cheap meat, we have no chance to change the life of animals.
Yeah. Yes, I'm sure. It's concerning the price, and if it's cheap, and in that much, if you go to the discounter, to the supermarket in the evening, and they close at 8 o'clock, and you go about 7 o'clock in the evening, there are lots of fresh meat where they have to put it away in the evening. And the problem is you can't give that what you put on the dust. You can't give it to poor people who have nothing to eat. No, it has to be thrown away. Isn't that crazy?
Yes,
Isn't that crazy?
I know about these laws.
And so we produce meat and meat and meat and meat and meat and meat, lots of meat, tons of meat, and it's thrown away. Isn't that crazy?
Yes, but it's not only the meat.
We're living in a crazy world.
Yeah, but it's not only the meat, it's food at all. Fresh food.
Yeah, food at all. Yeah.
It's a problem, that's right. This is one of my greatest concerns, that we are producing and producing and producing, and finally it's way too much for our world. Nicole, I will come back to you after the break, and we'll talk about an old and new issue. Hear you soon. I'm Christa Nehls, and we will be right back after this commercial break. You are listening to the TellUS radio show on the X-Zone Broadcast Network on www.xzbn.net.
Are you curious? Do you want to learn more about how the world works and have fun at the same time? Study coincidences with me, Dr. Bernie Beitman, MD, on my Connecting with Coincidence radio show here on the XZBN network. Listen to Jungians theorize, statisticians randomize, true believers evangelize, while I categorize. I dance to the rhythm of coincidences. People who experience me see more of them. Maybe something on the show matches a thought in your mind. Let us know. Expand your mind to the weirdness happening around you. Synchronicity spoken here, there, and everywhere. For more information, put Connecting with Coincidence in your search engine and find my website, my social media sites, and my blog.
This is the X-Zone Broadcast Network, broadcasting worldwide on broadcast affiliates and satellite program providers, including CNN Broadcast Network, Sirius Satellite Network, Star Media, Good News Radio Network, Angel Broadcast Network, Wiki Broadcast Network, and WPBN TV. For more information on the X-Zone Broadcast Network, visit us at www.xzbn.net.
Did you know that when you're on the road with limited data or Wi-Fi, you can still listen to the X-Zone Radio Show with Rob McConnell, The Science of Magic with Gwilda Wiyaka, X-1, Dimension X, Space Patrol, and every minute of the X-Zone Broadcast Network by calling 213-401-0080, courtesy of Audio Now. No smartphone, app, or internet needed. It saves your data plan and it's free if you have unlimited minutes. Call 213-401-0080 to listen on any phone, anytime, anywhere. Remember 213-401-0080 for the best of the paranormal, parapsychology, and sci-fi radio programming anywhere, 24/7, 365.
True healing must address 4 levels: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, for us to live joyful and productive lives. We tend to treat 3 of the 4, leaving the spiritual languishing. If you're tired of the same dysfunctional patterns cropping up in your life, Soul Balancing is for you. Trixie Phelps, owner and founder of Soul Balancing, is a naturally gifted energy healer trained in numerous esoteric forms, including shamanism. Trixie has created a powerful modality that safely and effectively clears your energetic field. A Soul Balancing session can remove interference, heal trauma, and restore your hope. Contact Trixie for a life-changing long-distance session today, www.soulbalancing.world. There's a legend shared by many indigenous cultures of a time when the nations were cast to the 4 corners of the world. Each nation was given a body of sacred knowledge that held a different portion of the truth to preserve. True reality could not be known until all the nations reunited, combining the information. If a single one was missing, the world could not be reborn and darkness would prevail. The Science of Magic Radio is dedicated to reuniting the sacred knowledge. With the understanding, none of us has all the answers, but together we can open new perceptions and possibilities. Through our combined vision, the world can be reborn into a place where darkness no longer prevails. Join me, Gwilda Wiyaka, and the Science of Magic daily on the X-Zone Broadcast Network, xzbn.net, or visit us at thescienceofmagic.net.
This is the TellUS radio show, and I'm your host, Christa Nehls. Today's guest is Nicole Labe from Germany. She is living at the Baltic Sea. She is a multi-talent, caring for animals, caring for women in an unlimited way, and working as a professional salesperson. Welcome back, Nicole.
Hi, Christa.
Nicole, during our talk, we had the issue about feelings. You started to tell a story about your mom and Nelson. I remember when Nelson was the first few days with her, he disappeared. Tell us what happened.
Yeah. Well, my mom was the end of 70 at that time. Now she's 81. And Nelson followed her everywhere because she just was really afraid to lose her, his mom. And so he followed her in the cellar, and she went in the room, fetched something, and went out and closed the door, and did not realize that Nelson ran straight behind her And he kept him in the room for about 2 days and 2 nights, and was very serious, outraged and crazy, and nearly in tears. And Nelson ran away and was gone. And then she went in the cellar again and opened every door and looked if he's somewhere, and there he was. So he follows her. Now she's having about 4 and a half years, and really it's a big laugh. He loves my mom. You can't believe it. It's so funny to see how close this tomcat is with my mom, and she's very, very happy. And I guess she's much more healthier than she were without him. And now Nelson is old, so I don't know how long he will live. Maybe 1 or 2 years, and then for sure we plan. She moves in August to meet the Baltic Sea, and then she will have a dog, an older dog, and everything will be fine.
I remember that time when you told me that Nelson disappeared and your mom was out of order, and you were too. You were close to tears. I remember that.
Yeah.
And now my question: human beings and feelings and animals.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. When we believe that animals don't have any feelings, any emotions, that's quite wrong. They have nearly the same feelings than we humans have, of course in another way, but they of course feel pain the same way as we do. If you tap your cat or your dog on the foot, it says and it cries. So I know Nelson, and I know my cat. She really can show you when she's very happy and when everything's fine. And if you come back after maybe 2 or 3 days from your sales tour, and you come back, and she can go in and out on yourself, and so she really is so happy, and she shows that. My cat and also Nelson, and I know lots of animals, they show if they are sad, if they are afraid, and if they are very happy or not. So you find every emotions in animals like we humans have. And what I don't understand is really that people who have cat or dog or something like that, they know that their cat or dog has these emotions and all these feelings, but they are really willing to treat other animals with the same emotions, the same feelings, treat in a very horrible way. So that is,
well,
I guess a little hypocritical, I guess.
Yes. Isn't there the danger that we put the human feelings into an animal like Walt Disney shows us in his cartoons?
Yeah. Yes. I don't see there a danger, but of course it's done. Yes. Yeah, you are completely right. And Walt Disney is a great example. If you see Donald Duck or Mickey Mouse as persons, even if they are Tom and Jerry, even if they're animals, and they behave in a human being way. But I think there's no danger. I guess if we realize and recognize that these animals have all these feelings, and they really have emotions like fear and happiness, so we would treat them another way, I guess. And they also always people say no, a pig can't does not have any feelings. A pig has the intelligence of a 3-year-old child, so don't believe that there's no feelings there.
I remember a good friend from me who is working with Sadie in California at the moment, or for several decades now. He has been involved in a project that was decoding the language of dolphins. Do you think there is a chance to decode the languages of the animals?
Yes.
I know it from birds.
I'm sure it's possible. And if you see some horse trainer and horse whisperers, and if you see some dog trainers, and how easily they can change bad behavior of a dog, easy, then you know that there is a chance to decode that. But I don't think that every human being will be able to decode the language of animals. But I think that there's, of course, a chance there, yeah. And I don't think we are that far away from that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Nicole. You know, you have a vision for the future, and you know your mission for this future. Tell me about that.
Yeah, for me, really, because I don't have children of my own, and I want to give the world something back for the life I had or still have. And I guess it would be really great to build a foundation so that an animal shelter, what I can build, can still be there, can still live without me. That is paid on their own, and every costs are paid. I don't know if I will ever realize that, but I think you have to. I told you, we have to dream big if you want to have something great, and so that's really one of my biggest wishes, to have an own animal sanctuary and to show other people how they can behave and how really, what these maybe older ill animals are worth, that they really are beautiful creatures and they have to treat in a careful way.
That's good. I love that. And I know you already started. You started with one of your special birthdays years ago.
Yeah, it's my 15th birthday. I laid the ground floor, the ground stone for this foundation. And what I do is quite great, and it's quite easy. We have a €5, not a piece, but a shine, a note. And I pay never with a €5 note, because I keep back every €5 note.
Oh, a €5 bill, yes.
Bill, yeah, it's a bill, not a note, okay. So I never pay with €5 bills. I just keep them and lay them aside. And so, of course, it's not enough to build a foundation, but I hope that I sometimes will get money from other people, and we can start that. If I have the right farm and the right field for that and the place for that we can pay then for everything. Yeah, well, the start was really my 15th birthday.
Yes, I remember that. And I wasn't there, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Nicole,
yeah, right.
I'll give you 1 minute, and in this 1 minute, tell me another big dream of yours. Is there one?
Yes. Well, what was another big dream? Not only animals, but one of my really big dreams that women really learn that they are really, really, really great people, that they have a lot of strength in themselves, and that they can earn their own money, that they can live their own life, that they are not only a piece or a smaller piece of a couple, and that they are not needing a man for a good life. If they have one, great. But a lot of women, what I know, they say, oh, I just need a man to be a whole human being. And what would be great is women learn that they are, even if they are a couple or not, if they are alone, if they are single, that they are a complete and whole human being. That's a
Great words at the end.
to live a really, really good, yeah.
Nicole,
that was a great wish,
thank
yes.
you so much for having time for me today. Hear you soon. And join me, Christa Nehls, next week on the TellUS radio show on the Axon Broadcast Network on www.xcbn.net.
Bye.